we shall be talking about Lamar Jackson. More specifically, the deal that just finished up yesterday, and that was O'Dell Beckham Jr. signing a 1-year, $18 million deal that's $15 million guaranteed. Now, why is this so big when it comes to the actual Lamar Jackson stakes? Well, Lamar Jackson actually posted a picture of him on a FaceTime call with OBJ. And keep in mind, Lamar Jackson still has not signed the franchise tender that the Ravens gave him, which would allow him to negotiate a deal with other teams, but also allow the Ravens to match the offer. Now, what I've been hearing and what I've been seeing is that the Ravens offered Lamar Jackson around $135 million guaranteed, and Lamar Jackson wants something around Deshaun Watson money. Let's just say this to get this out of the way. The Browns should not have gave Deshaun Watson that contract. That ruined the whole quarterback market, and they're trying to backtrack on that contract now. So Lamar Jackson is definitely not going to get that $200 million guaranteed. But if I had to give my honest opinion, Lamar Jackson has had 2 injuries in the past few seasons that have kept him out of a good amount of games. I mean, this past season he chose to stay out because it was a contract year and he was not about to come back and play and get hurt. But looking at Lamar Jackson, he is a 2019 NFL MVP. He has won a playoff game. So if I had to say, if I had to do a compromise for Baltimore and Lamar, I'd probably say 160 to 170 million guaranteed is probably going to be the middle point of where the Ravens will probably get to with Lamar Jackson. Whether it's a 3, 4, or 5-year deal, I have no idea. But this signing, O'Dell Beckham Jr., gives Lamar Jackson the one thing that he needed the most, which was a out-and-out number 1 wide receiver. Yes, OBJ has had injuries in the past, but you saw what he did when he was healthy with the Los Angeles Rams. He helped them to win their first Super Bowl in their new stadium. And keep in mind, they'd only been in their new stadium for about 2-3 seasons, and they won the Super Bowl in their home stadium. They won the Super Bowl, their first Super Bowl, and OBJ helped them win. But also, this deal is going to be very, very watchful, and a lot of people are going to have their eyes on it. 2 reasons. Can Lamar Jackson stay healthy, and can OBJ stay healthy? Because the Ravens don't really have a out-and-out wide receiver 2 right now. I mean, there are a lot of wide receivers that have potential to get to the number 2 spot right now, but we don't really know who's going to be that out-and-out number 2. So this does give him, Lamar Jackson, 2 wide receiving options. One is his tight end and Mark Andrews. The other is OBJ in the Baltimore wide receiver position. So when it comes to what I expect to happen when it comes to OBJ and Lamar Jackson, I expect Lamar Jackson to sign a new deal with the Baltimore Ravens, and I expect him to stay at the quarterback as the Baltimore Ravens quarterback. But it's really going to depend on if OBJ is going to be ready for the 2023-2024 season. Because if OBJ can stay healthy and Lamar Jackson can stay healthy, this is going to be a very good partnership. Because Lamar Jackson hasn't had an out-and-out number 1 wide receiver ever since the Baltimore Ravens traded Marquise Brown to the Cardinals. One thing I don't know, he was very close to Lamar Jackson, so I don't know why you would trade your number 1 guy, Lamar's number 1 guy, to the Cardinals just to give him OBJ. And this also does have to do with Aaron Rodgers as well. Aaron Rodgers wanted the Jets to sign OBJ. The Jets were apparently supposed to have a visit with OBJ last night. And the Baltimore Ravens pushed more money to OBJ, and OBJ signed the deal. Does this mean Aaron Rodgers is not going to sign with New York Jets? I think he still will. This is one receiver that the Jets were not able to get. If they're still able to get the other targets that Aaron Rodgers asked for, Aaron Rodgers will be a New York Jet. But in terms of this whole Lamar Jackson OBJ deal, this is going to be a good deal if both players can stay healthy. And this is going to be a bad deal if one of these players can't stay healthy. Because OBJ can't stay healthy throughout the season, then it's a 1-year deal. So the Ravens can get out of this contract very quickly. And it's basically a prove-a-year deal for O'Dell Beckham Jr. So we'll just have to see whether O'Dell Beckham Jr. can help the Baltimore Ravens defeat Joe Burrow and win the AFC North.